Okay, we can start the session. Write down the question. Identify the compound of calcium which is used for plastering of fractured bones, which is used for plastering of fractured bones with the help of chemical equation. With the help of chemical equation, show how it is prepared. Show how it is prepared and what special precautions should be taken. What should be special precaution taken during the preparation of this compound. Okay, so here question is that identify the compound of a calcium which is used for plastering of fractured bones. With the help of chemical equation, show how it is prepared and what special precautions should be taken during the preparation of this compound. Okay, so very last part is left. Today morning we finished almost 95% of this chapter, so some few questions which are remaining that we are doing here. So identify the compound of calcium which is used for preparing for a plastering for the fraction board, that is nothing but plaster of Paris. Okay, plaster of Paris we are using. Okay, and its formula is nothing but what here, plaster of Paris formula is nothing but CaSO4 half H2O. Okay, CaSO4 plus half H2O. This is the formula for plaster of Paris. Okay, and this is known as what, calcium sulfate hemihydrate. Okay, write down this name is calcium hemihydrate. Okay, calcium sulfate hemihydrate is the name. So how to prepare with this? If you add this CaSO4 with 2 molecules of H2O, gives what, the plaster of Paris, that is CaSO4 plus we will get here CaSO4 half H2O. Okay, plus we are getting it as a 1.5 H2O. Okay, so this is what the reaction we are getting. The plaster of Paris is prepared. Okay, so here precaution is what, the gypsum is heated, should not be heated above 303 Kelvin, otherwise it will form a calcium sulfate. Okay, so always we cannot we cannot treat this gypsum above 373 Kelvin. Okay, or else the product is formed is a CaSO4. Okay, so this is what gets formed if you heated above the 373 Kelvin. Okay, so this is a 3-mark question. So few questions left, that only we are doing. Okay, now write down one more question. In one of the industrial processes, used for manufacture of sodium hydroxide, comma, a gas X is formed by X is formed as a byproduct, full stop. The gas X reacts with the dry slate line the gas X reacts with the dry slaked lime to give a compound Y. To give a compound Y which is used as a bleaching agent, which is used as a bleaching agent in the textile industry, which is used as a bleaching agent in the textile industry. Full stop. Identify X and Y. Identify X and Y. I will repeat this question. In one of the industrial processes used for manufacture of sodium hydroxide, a gas X is formed as a byproduct. Okay, the gas X reacts with the dry slaked lime to give a compound Y, which is used as a bleaching agent in the textile industry. Identify X and Y. Okay, so industrial processes are given and used to manufacture the sodium hydroxide. Okay, X is formed as a byproduct. Okay, and another information is given, the gas X is reacts with the dry slaked lime. Okay, then to give a compound Y which is used for bleaching agent in the textile industry. Okay, so here first X and Y we have to find out. Okay, or else suppose if you are not able to find out this, so according to the given information you just start doing solving this question also. Okay, X and Y. So we know that in textile industry bleaching reagent, which one is used? The dry that is oxygen, X and Y, no, that is added with the acts as a bleaching agent. Bleaching reagent is nothing but what? Calcium oxychloride is a bleaching reagent we are using. Okay, in a industry. Actually, whenever there is a dry slaked lime is CaOH twice. Okay, CaOH twice. Okay, when it reacts with the chlorine gas, it forms what? The CaOCl2, and this is nothing but what? The bleaching reagent. This is acts as a bleaching reagent. This is a calcium oxychloride. Okay, and here water is nothing but what? As a one of the products is formed. Okay, this is nothing but what? Your dry slaked lime. When it is react with the chlorine, then it forms a calcium oxychloride plus water. So here X and Y we can write. Here X is nothing but chlorine. Okay, and Y is nothing but your calcium oxychloride. Okay, calcium oxychloride, that is CaOCl2. Okay, so this is nothing but the compounds X and Y. Just read the question properly and check what are the products are given. Sometimes they are not giving the reactants, they will give just this kind of application. Okay, that used in a paper industry or industrial processes. Okay, manufactured with sodium hydroxide gas X is formed as a product and it is react with the dry slaked lime. So dry slaked lime is CaOH2 and then it forms the bleaching reagent. Here bleaching reagent is what? Calcium oxychloride is a bleaching reagent and it forms a water. Okay, so this identification you will get 1 mark, and writing correct chemical reaction gives a 2 marks. Okay, write down next question. Write first one, write down. Write a balanced chemical equation for following statement. Write a balanced chemical equation for the following statements. First one, bleaching powder is kept open in the air. Bleaching powder is kept open in the air. Second, blue crystals of a copper sulfate are heated. Blue crystals of a copper sulfate are heated. Then third, chlorine gas is passed through the dry slaked lime. chlorine gas is passed to the dry slate lime water, dry slate lime. Then fourth, carbon dioxide gas is passed. Carbon dioxide gas is passed through the lime water. Fifth, NaOH solution is heated with the zinc granules. NaOH solution is heated with the zinc granules. I'll repeat this question. Write the balanced chemical equations for the following statements. First, bleaching powder is kept open in air. Second, blue crystals of a copper sulfate are heated. Second, chlorine gas is passed through the dry slate lime. Fourth, carbon dioxide gas is passed through the lime water. Now, fifth, NaOH solution is heated with the zinc granules. Okay, so these are the 5 statements are given, and for this 5 statement we have to write the correct chemical or balanced chemical equation. So third one already I wrote on the board. So that is calcium hydroxide plus chlorine gas gives what? CaOCl2 plus H2O. That is bleaching reagent is formed when dry slate lime is passing through the chlorine gas. Okay, so we can get this answer. Okay, third one, that is a dry slate lime. CaOH2 is nothing but dry slate lime. So already I wrote on the board. Okay, you can copy that. Then first one we can go. Bleaching powder is kept open in the air. So bleaching powder is nothing but what? CaOCl2. Okay, CaOCl2. So I will write here first equation. This is the answer. If you want, you can give here dry slate lime, and this is the bleaching powder. Okay, this is the answer for third bit. Now we are writing first bit. Okay, first bit what they are asking, bleaching powder is kept open in the air. Okay, bleaching powder, that is CaOCl2. This is the formula for bleaching powder. Okay, and bleaching powder kept open in the air. That means it gets added with the carbon dioxide. So this gives what? CaCO3. Okay, it gives what? CaCO3 plus remaining is what here? Remaining is nothing but your chlorine gas is left. Okay, so here we will get the calcium carbonate as a byproduct. Okay, you can write here calcium carbonate. Okay, and this is nothing but your bleaching powder. So check the equation. Calcium is 1, chlorine are 2, 1 carbon, and oxygen are 2 plus 1, 3. So 3 are oxygen. If you check first also, that is balanced one. First also we got a balanced one. Okay. Now third, chlorine gas is passed through the second. Blue crystals of a copper sulfate are heated. Blue crystals of the copper sulfate. Okay, copper sulfate formula is CuSO4. Okay, and there is a crystallization of 5H2O. Okay, so here CuSO4 dot 5H2O. This is what? Copper sulfate. This is nothing but your copper sulfate blue. Okay, copper sulfate blue. Okay, then it is kept open, no, that is sulfate are heated. So you can give here heat, then it forms what? CuSO4 plus 5H2O. CuSO4 plus 5H2O. This is nothing but what? Copper sulfate. This is nothing but copper sulfate. Now check how much, whether it is balanced or not. One CuSO4 we have 5H2O, that is also what? Get balanced. Okay. So here whatever the CuSO4 we are getting, the byproduct output is nothing but that color is nothing but white here. Okay, we have here copper sulfate that is blue in color, but when you are heated, okay, then this copper sulfate blue can convert into white. Okay, that is the change will take place over here. This is the third, this is nothing but your second part. Okay, this is nothing but your second. Third already we did. Now fourth one, what they are asking, carbon dioxide gas is passed through the lime water. So carbon dioxide is passed through the lime water. Lime water is nothing but what? Calcium hydroxide, CaOH twice. Okay, and what we are passing, carbon dioxide, CO2. Then what is the out product we are getting? CO3 plus H2O. Okay, CaCO3 calcium carbonate plus you will get here H2O. Okay, so these are the product and check whether it is balanced or not. Okay, this is nothing but this is we are getting calcium carbonate. Now tell me, we did the theory also, no? So whenever you are passing the carbon dioxide on the calcium on the lime water or calcium hydroxide, so whatever the output we are getting calcium carbonate, that converted into what? Milky white, no? So this color is nothing but what? Milky white. Okay, so and if you are passing excess H2O on the lime water, then what you will get, that color is what? Get vanishes. So these are the what? The reaction, and here the reaction is balanced. If you want, you can write down here calcium hydroxide reacts with CO2, that is carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is also what? Get balanced here. Now last question, that is NaOH solution is heated with the zinc granule. So morning only we did, the zincate is sodium zincate is formed. Okay, NaOH plus Zn. So I will erase this. So morning only we did this reaction. So whenever sodium is reacts heated with the zinc granule, sodium so this forms what? Zn2ZnO2. ZnO2. This is the product, and here remaining is nothing but what? H. So I will form H2 gas. So I will multiply here by 2. So now check your equation is balanced or not. Okay. So yeah, this is the balanced one. Okay, these are the reactions. Okay, 5 reactions we did for balancing. We did the balancing also. Okay. Okay, getting this? Okay, now next. Yeah, so almost we finished the questions from this chapter. Okay, so you can practice it. Tomorrow we will do some competency based question. Now we can start with the chapter R environment. Okay, so first R environment. Okay, so I will ask the MCQ. If you know the answer, just type it over there. Which one of the following greenhouse gases is a contributor due to incomplete combustion of coal gas, okay, and petroleum? Which one of the following greenhouse gases is a contributor due to incomplete combustion of coal and petroleum? Options are given. Oxides of nitrogen, methane, carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. Which one is the correct option? Oxides of a nitrogen, methane, carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. They are saying incomplete combustion of the coal and petroleum. So due to incomplete combustion of coal and petroleum, there is a formation of carbon monoxide. So option C is the correct option here. Okay. Next one, depletion of ozone is mainly due to chlorofluorocarbon compounds, carbon monoxide, methane and pesticides. So now tell me which one is the correct option. Depletion of ozone is mainly due to chlorofluorocarbons, carbon compounds, carbon monoxide, methane and pesticide. Do you know? Depletion of ozone layer is due to what? Chlorofluorocarbon compounds. Okay, so option A is the correct option. Now, excessive exposure of humans to UV rays results in, okay, damage to immune system, damage to the lungs, skin cancer, peptic ulcer. Okay, excessive exposures of human to UV rays results what? Okay, damage to immune system, damage to lungs, skin cancer and peptic ulcer. So which one is the correct option? So ultraviolet rays affect the immune system as well as skin cancer. So option 1 and 3 are the correct options over here. Okay, so that causes the skin cancer as well as it affect the immune system. Now next one, which of the following are environmental friendly practices? देखो, I am reading the question. Which of the following are environmental friendly practices? Okay. First question, carrying cloth bag to put purchase in while shopping. B, switching off unnecessary lights and fans, walking to school instead of getting your mother to drop you on her scooter, and last, all of the above. Okay, what are the eco-friendly practices they are asking? And here first option, carrying cloth bag to put purchase in while shopping. Okay, that is also correct. Switching off unnecessary lights and fans, yes, that is also correct. And walking to school instead of getting your mother to drop you on her scooter. Okay, so that is also correct. And here, so can we write the option all of the above? Because all the above activities are eco-friendly. Okay, their eco-friendly habits are there, so we have to adapt them. So option D is the correct option, all of the above. Okay, now here MCQ, we can go for assertion and reason. So assertion is there, CFC deplete the ozone layer. Reason is there, CFCs are used as a refrigerants and in the fire extinguishers. CFC assertion is given. CFC means chlorofluorocarbon deplete the ozone layer, and reason CFC are used as a refrigerants and in the fire extinguishers. Yes. So first is CFC chlorofluorocarbon, they deplete the ozone layer, correct. And in manufacturing of fire extinguishers, refrigerator and AC, there will be CFCs are there. So that is also correct. So A and R true. Okay, and R is the correct explanation. So A is correct. Then here next one, next assertion is given, polythene bags and plastic containers are non-biodegradable substances. Reason, they can broken down by microorganisms in natural, simple, harmless substances. I will read again. Here assertion is given, polythene bags and plastic containers are non-biodegradable substances, and reason, they can be broken down by microorganisms in a natural, simple, harmless substances. Okay, what is the answer? Here assertion is what, correct or not? Assertion is true. Polythene bags and plastic contains non-biodegradable substances. A is true. And second reason, they are saying they are about broken down by microorganisms. No, it's not correct. Okay, so this polythene bags or plastic is not broken by the microorganisms, they can form the harmless substances. Okay, so reason is not correct. So we can write here assertion is true but reason is false. Okay, so now next assertion is given, ozone is both beneficial and damaging. Okay, the assertion is given, ozone is both beneficial and damaging, and reason is given, stop the release of chlorofluorocarbons to protect the ozone. Okay, so here assertion and reason are true, but R is not the correct explanation. Ozone is beneficial and damaging, that is true, but here stop release of chlorofluorocarbons to protect the ozone. Okay, so here A is true and both are true, but R is not the correct explanation, because ozone is damaging as it is deadly poison, and it is beneficial for the surface of the earth to save from the UV radiations, and we should stop the release of chlorofluorocarbons to protect the ozone. Okay, this is the explanation we require. So now next question, if someone knows they can please type the answer. Explain how ozone being deadly poison can still perform an essential function for our environment. Okay, why it is deadly? Explain how it is ozone being deadly poison can still perform an essential function for our environment. Okay, now what is the answer? Ozone layer is protects us from the harmful UV rays or UV radiation. Only this is the answer. Okay, so A you can write UV, it can protect from the UV radiation. That's it. Okay, now next question, state the essential function performed by the ozone at the higher levels of the atmosphere. Okay, so what is the answer? State essential functions performed by the ozone at the higher levels of the atmosphere. Okay, so what is the answer? Because here the surface of the earth means ozone layer can protect us, or it can generate a shield for a UV radiation, so that it can protect us from the UV radiations. Okay, so that is the answer. What do you mean by biodegradable substances? Biodegradable substances means what? Biodegradable substances means the microorganism can break down the substances into natural, simple, harmless substances are known as biodegradable substance. Okay, don't write the answer. Many of the time students are writing biodegradable substances are the substances which are broken by the microorganisms. Okay, this is correct, but they will give you half mark for this. So you have to write the biodegradable substances are the substances which are broken by the microorganisms, but they can not cause any harmless substances also. Okay, you have to write the answer, complete answer you have to write. Okay, now one more, why should biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste be discarded in two different ways? Okay, why should biodegradable and non-biodegradable wastes are discarded in two different ways? Does anyone knows the answer? Here actually even you can go in any public places, there are two types of dustbins are kept. One is biodegradable and another is non-biodegradable. Okay, so here if we are making both the waste separately, we are making separation of these two waste, then it saves the time, as well as it can biodegradable item can be sent directly for composting, and non-biodegradable items can be sent directly to the recycle or reuse. Okay, that's what the separation of the two waste is must. Okay, that is the answer. Now next is yeah, they'll ask this question many times. Explain, write down this question because this question comes many times. So write down, explain the role of UV radiation in producing ozone layer. Explain the role of UV radiation in producing ozone layer. Second, mention the reaction involved. Why is the excessive use of CFCs cause of concern? Okay. Okay, so these are the questions I'll explain. First one is the role of UV radiation in producing ozone layer. Okay, ozone layer is formed on the upper part of the atmosphere. Okay, and when it forms, the ozone layer is formed, then the UV radiation disassociates. Okay, UV radiation is what get dissociate or decomposed, or it is breakdown, and it can added with the molecules of oxygen. Okay, so it combines with the oxygen molecule and ozone is formed. Okay, that means there is oxygen is present in the atmosphere, and whenever there is a dissociation of the UV layer takes place, one oxygen gets combined with this oxygen which is present in the atmosphere, and this forms what? O3, and O3 is nothing but what? Your ozone. So this reaction must come. Okay, or if before that you can write both oxygen molecules to form the O2. Okay, so O plus O is O2, and this O2 is again get one more oxygen is get added into the O2, then it forms what? O3. Okay, so this is what the reaction they require. So whenever this question comes, first you write the formation of ozone, how it forms. Okay, and why we have to avoid the excessive use of CFCs? Because the CFCs, that is chlorofluorocarbon, affects the ozone layer. Okay, so whenever this layer is get affected, then UV radiations can reach up to the surface of the earth, and this can cause the health hazards, or maybe it causes the our immune system as well as skin cancer. So that's what we have to avoid the CFC carbon or chlorofluorocarbons in for manufacturing. No need to. You have to reduce that manufacturing of CFCs. Okay. So I will tell you how questions will come. Same concept we have to write, but different questions they are asking for this. So how ozone layer is formed, state its importance to the all life forms on the earth, and why the amount of ozone in the atmosphere dropped sharply in 1980s. Okay, or they can ask, write the essential function performed by the ozone at the higher levels on the earth's atmosphere and how it is produced. Name the synthetic formula or chemicals mainly responsible for the drop of amount of ozone in the atmosphere. Okay, like that questions will come. Same, they are asking, they are twisting the question, but output will remain same. You have to explain this with reactions. Okay, now we will go for, yeah, there is one more IMP question from this chapter, that is difference between biodegradable and non-biodegradable substances. Very important question. Prepare this question. Okay, biodegradable and non-biodegradable substances. What do you mean by biodegradable substances? So biodegradable substances are the substances are they are the microbes can break down that substances. Okay, I will make here two columns: biodegradable and non-biodegradable substances. In biodegradable, the substances are breaking down by the microbes, and here substances are not breaking down by the microbes. Okay, very important. Okay, so here once they are break down by the microbes, then no harmful substances are formed. Okay, but whenever we are reusing or recycling this non-biodegradable, whenever we are processing or manufacturing or recycled in industry, then always it generates the harmful gases. Okay, harmful gases or substances it forms. Very important. Okay, and then here you can write what are the examples of biodegradable. So examples are domestic waste products, sewage. Okay, that comes under biodegradable, and non biodegradable में आता है DDT and polythene bags. Okay, so these are the examples. Okay. So this is very important difference. There is a high chances to ask this question. Okay. Now next one. The flow of energy in the ecosystem is always unidirectional, bidirectional, multidirectional, or no specific direction. Tell me the answer. Flow of energy in the ecosystem is always unidirectional, bidirectional, multidirectional, and no specific direction. Okay? Tell me which answer will come here. Someone can type the answer. Someone can type the answer. Flow of energy in the ecosystem is what? Whether it is bidirectional, unidirectional, multidirectional, or no specific direction. Someone can type the answer. I am waiting for the answer. Hruday, are you there? Advait, Azra, Anokhi. Yeah, what is the answer? The ecosystem, flow of energy in the ecosystem is what? What is the answer? Does anyone know? The energy is always flowing in a one direction, no? That is a unidirectional. So answer is what here? Unidirectional is the answer. Now next question. Next one, if a grasshopper is eaten by the frog, देखो I am reading, if a grasshopper is eaten by a frog, then energy transfer will be from producer to decomposer, producer to primary consumers, C primary consumer to secondary consumer, D secondary consumer to primary consumer. Okay, grasshopper is eaten by the frog, then energy transfer will be from A producer to decomposer, producer to primary consumer, primary consumer to secondary consumer, secondary consumer to primary consumer. What is the answer here? What is the answer? Grasshopper is eaten by the frog. Then frog primary consumer to secondary consumer, no? Correct? If grasshopper is eaten by the frog, then energy will be transferred from primary consumer to secondary consumer. This is the answer. Now, because here grasshopper is nothing but what? Your primary or secondary, decide. Okay, so energy here, who is eating whom? So here this is eaten, frog is eating the grasshopper. Okay, so here energy is transferring from grasshopper to frog, frog to primary to secondary, that is grasshopper to the frog. Okay, this energy is not transferring. Now next one, the organism of a higher trophic level. I am reading, the organism of higher trophic level which feeds on the several types of organisms belonging to lower trophic level constitute the food chain, ecological pyramid, ecosystem and food web. देखो हाँ, the organisms of higher trophic level and higher trophic level which feed on the several types of organisms belonging to lower trophic level constitute the food chain, ecological pyramid, ecosystem and food web. Which one is the correct option here? Option is which one? The trophic level, the organism of the higher trophic level. Okay, they can form what? The food web, no? So answer is nothing but here food web, because higher trophical level which feed on the several types of the organism, because grass is here primary, means that is a producer, then deer is eating, then lion is eating deer, then someone there is some tertiary animals are there at the top level, that is the higher trophic level. Okay, so they are feeded on several other organisms which are belonging to the lower trophic level, means this lion, tiger, they are what they are depend for a food on someone, on the secondary consumers. Okay, so they can constitute what here? Food web. This is the answer. So next question, accumulation of non-biodegradable pesticides in the food chain in an increasing amount at each higher trophic level is known as pollution, biomagnification, accumulation or eutrophication. Which one is the option? Accumulation of non-biodegradable pesticide is nothing but what? The biomagnification, no? So third का आंसर क्या आएगा? Biomagnification. Getting this? Okay. Now next one. A detritus food chain begins with. A detritus food chain begins with first carnivores, B herbivores, C omnivorous, D decomposers. So what is the answer for this? Does anyone know? Does anyone know this answer? If someone know, type the answer. Detritus food chain begins with, always begins with decomposers. Remember, okay. Answer for this is nothing but decomposers. Okay. Now next one. The railways first used glass tumblers to serve tea in trains, which were replaced by coolers and then disposable plastic cups. Now they are using paper cups. Tumblers of which material are best to serve the tea, keeping the environment in mind. Glass, other coolers, plastic cups and all of this. So which one is the correct option? Initially they are using coolers and they are replaced by disposable plastic cups, and now they are using paper cups. Okay, so which material are the best to serve the tea keeping in the environment in a mind? Glass, earthen coolers, plastic cups and all of the above. Which answer will be correct answer here? Yes, which one is correct? That is cooler is the best option, no? Because making paper cups is also, we have to cut down the tree, and glass also, that is not decomposable. Plastic cups are also not decomposable, means again that harmful substances are formed if we recycle. So other coolers is the best option. Okay, now next one. Ozone layer, ozonosphere is formed by oxygen and atomic oxygen, chlorine, water and oxygen, second nitrogen oxides and oxygen and all of the above. Okay, ozone of a ozone sphere is formed by what? Just now we did the reaction, no? That is ozone, one oxygen molecule plus O2 gives what? Your ozone layer O3. Okay, oxygen and atomic oxygen, this forms the ozone layer. Now next is the group belonging to the categories of primary consumer is. The group belonging to the categories of primary consumers is. First option they gave eagle and snake. Okay, is there primary consumers? Option has gone. Now second, snake and frog. Okay, C, cattle and jackal. Okay, and last is grasshopper and rabbit. So which option is correct here? Primary consumers. Which is correct option here? Here primary consumers are only grasshopper and rabbit, no, because they are depends on the producers, that means green plants. Okay, but snake and eagle, snake and frog, cattle and jackal are not the primary consumers. Okay, they are eating the other animals. Okay, so they are not a primary consumer, so first three option has gone. So only last, that is a grasshopper and rabbit. So next one, temperature, rainfall, wind, soil and minerals are physical factors, abiotic factors, biotic factors and both A and B. देखो question is that temperature, rainfall, wind, soil and minerals are physical factors, abiotic factors, biotic factors and both A and B. Which one is the correct here? Which option is correct here? Tell me. Is it, these are the physical factors? Yes. Then abiotic factors? Yes. Then C, biotic factors? No. So here both physical factor as well as abiotic factor is the correct option. That is D option, both A and B. Okay. Now next question. Here in a given diagram. Okay. In a given diagram as a food web of terrestrial ecosystem, the arrows represent the energy flow and the letters represent the different species. Okay, so which of these species would toxic pollutant that accumulates the animals probably reach the higher concentration. Okay, and here figure is given. I will try to draw the figure and you can find out the answer here. Okay, so check here. This is given A and these arrows are provided here 1, 2 and 3 and the names are here C, D. This is C and this is D. Okay, so this is given over here. Okay, and here the name is given. So this okay, so this is formed. This is nothing but C, this is D and here E. Okay, this is what the diagram given. This is the diagram given. Okay, then and here they wrote somewhere as a B. Okay, that's it. This is the diagram given and this diagram they are seeing. This diagram is a food web of a terrestrial ecosystem and the arrows represent energy flow and the letters represent the different species. Okay, so they are asking in which species would the toxic pollutant that accumulates in animals probably reach the highest concentration. First A species, E species, B species, C and species D. So which option is the correct option? Can you able to give the answer? A is nothing but here primary consumer. C and D are the A is a producer. C and D are the primary consumers and E is nothing but what? A secondary consumer. After that, see that arrow coming from that top to again next second stage. Okay, means it is coming towards, this is actually comes here only. Okay, so this is what, this energy again comes to here only. So here they are asking where this some particular toxic pollutant is get stored in. Okay, anyhow it is coming to these arrows, that means they are stored in E only. Okay, so option here, options are given species E, species B, species C, species D. So answer is species E is the correct option. So it is get accumulated at E only. Okay, because this arrow coming and showing on this arrow, that means that is again given to the E. Okay, species E. So now here one more question is there. The decomposers are not, this is not referred, next question is not referred to the this one, this is separate question. The decomposers are not included in the food chain. The correct reason for the same is because decomposers first at every trophic level of the food chain do not break down organic compounds. C. Convert organic material to inorganic forms. D. Release enzymes outside their body to convert organic material to inorganic forms. Okay. So here the decomposers are not included in the food chain. The correct reason for the same is because decomposers A act at every trophic level in the food chain, do not break down organic compounds. C. Convert organic material to inorganic forms. And D. Release enzymes outside their body to convert organic material to inorganic form. So here what you can say, decomposers are not included in the food chain. Okay, why? The four options are given. I read all the four options. Why they are not included? Because they act at every trophic level of the food chain. Okay, that's what this is the correct reason for the decomposers. Act at every trophic level. Okay. Now here one more question is given. If Manav is consuming curd or yogurt, if Manav is consuming yogurt or curd for a lunch. The trophic level in the food chain, he should be considered as occupying first trophic level, second trophic level, third trophic level and fourth trophic level. देखो हाँ, if Manav is consuming curd or yogurt for a lunch, the trophic level in the food chain, he should be considered as occupying. Okay, which answer will come correct? Which will come first here, which one is the correct option? Manav is consuming curd or yogurt. Okay, that means dairy products are there. So dairy products we are getting from the cows. Okay, then cows are eating what? Grass, correct? So we are consuming the curd or yogurt. Okay, so Manav means we all are, okay, consuming curd or yogurt. That means that Manav is present in third trophic level here. Getting Manav is what? Third trophic level, because cow is eating grass. Grass is what? Primary consumer. Then that is a producer. Then here primary consumer is who? This cow. And from that we are getting what? Curd and yogurt. So we can say that here third trophic level the Manav is there. Okay. So third trophic level. Now next one, which of the following is an abiotic component of an ecosystem? Very important. Which of the following is an abiotic component of an ecosystem? First, humans. B, bacteria. C, plants. D, fungi. Okay. So which is a abiotic component here? Abiotic component is what here? Humus, bacteria, plants and fungi. Abiotic component is nothing but here humus, no? Correct? Abiotic is nothing but humus, which is present on the top layer of the soil. So next is a dash is considered as artificial terrestrial ecosystem. Dash is considered an artificial terrestrial ecosystem. First, forest. B, garden. C, mountain. D, desert. Okay. A dash is considered an artificial terrestrial ecosystem. First is forest, second garden, C, mountain, D, desert. So which is the artificial ecosystem here? Garden, no? Garden is an artificial terrestrial ecosystem. Now here the following table shown as an aquatic food chain. Okay, this is very important question for exam point of view. Here the chain is given. Okay, I will draw here this chain. First is here fish eating birds. Fish eating birds. Okay, DDT 5 parts per million. Then it is given to the large fish. Then it is given to the large fish DDT 2 ppm. Okay. Then it is given to small fish. It is given to small fish DDT 0.5 ppm. Okay. And then it is given to, I am drawing here, so zooplankton DDT 0.004, and then it is given to the water, okay, with the DDT 0.003 ppm. This is also ppm. So now they are asking here the biomagnification of DDT is maximum in water, zooplankton, B, fish eating bird and large fish. They are asking the biomagnification. Biomagnification means what? Accumulation of non-biodegradable substances is nothing but biomagnification. Okay, so the DDT, that the biomagnification means accumulation of DDT percentage is maximum where they are asking, and this is what they gave the algorithm. Okay, and here fish eating birds having DDT 5 ppm, and here large fish DDT 2 parts 2 ppm, small fish DDT 0.5 ppm, and here zooplankton having 0.04 ppm, and water contains 0.03 DDT. Okay, ppm. So here now tell me which is the correct answer. Which one is the correct answer? Can you able to tell? This is clearly now given that fish eating birds contains 5 parts per million. Okay, this is a higher concentration which is present in this algorithm. So option here given, that is, yeah, fish eating bird only answer. Okay, fish eating bird is the correct answer over here because concentration is more, that is 5 parts per million. Getting? Okay, now next one, study the food chain given below. Okay, there is what? A food chain is given below and answer the questions for the following. Okay, here food chain is given and they are asking energy transformation from one consumer to another. Okay, so you have to tell me the answer. I will draw the diagram here. This is grass. Okay, this is grasshopper. Then mouse. Then here we have a owl. Okay, so they are asking question, the amount of energy available to mouse is 200 joule. Mouse is having energy 200 joule. Then how much energy will be available to producer level? Means here producer is grass. Okay, grass is here producer. So how much energy is in the grass or how much energy is present in the primary, that they are asking. Okay, now what is the answer? Can you calculate here? Yes, can someone? Each trophic level, here zeroth law is present, no? So as we are growing from primary to tertiary, then we are dividing by 10, and if we are going opposite direction, then we are multiplying by 10. So 200 into 10 is nothing but 2000. 2000 into 10 is nothing but what? We will get here 20,000 joule is the answer. Okay, maybe here option I will check what are the options are given. Yeah, here options are 2 joules, 20 joule, 2000 joule and 20,000 joule. Okay, or maybe they can give 20k joules also. K means kilojoule. So this is what the answer. Can you get it? If this kind of questions will come, no need to leave this question. Okay, if they are asking in the opposite direction, means from top to bottom we have to come multiply by 10, and if we are going from top to bottom to top, then you have to divide by 10 because here we are using 10th law. Okay, getting this? Okay, then there is one figure given. Okay, so here there is a chain also given. I will read out that chain. Find out one of these food chains will supply maximum energy to the lion. Okay, so I will write that chain also here. Now you can give the answer. I I will write all the options over here. Okay, first option is given tree, rabbit, wildcat, then lion. Okay, second tree, goat, jackal and lion. Third tree, goat, lion. Fourth mouse, snake and lion. Okay, who provides the maximum energy to the lion here? Okay, so find out here. Who can give the more energy to the lion? Which option is correct option here? Check here. If you check here, tree, rabbit, wildcat and lion. So it is eating wildcat. This option is wrong. Then tree, goat, lion. This is also wrong. Okay. So here mouse, snake and lion. This is also wrong. Then tree, goat, jackal and it is given to the lion. Energy, more energy is consumed in this cycle. So option 2 is the correct option over here. Can you getting this? ये समझ में आ रहा है? Okay. Then next one, 10 kilojoule energy falls on the tree. देखो हाँ, 10 kilojoules of energy falls on the tree. What percentage solar energy will be converted into food energy? Okay, options are given 100 joule, 10 joule, 1 kilojoule and it will depend on the tree. Okay, what is the answer? It will depend on the tree, no? Because how much big that tree is. So based on that it can consumes the energy according to their requirement. Okay. So now next is the web I didn't here. Okay. Yeah. Some competency based questions are there on this chapter. So tomorrow I will ask you to sit and solve this competency based question on this. Okay, but some important question which I feel that I covered in this session. Okay, so we can meet tomorrow. Okay, I'll end this session.